Halo, halo. To co, lecimy dalej eksplorować, poznawać świat kosmosu. Dziecko Bethesdy, tak? No to lecimy. Kontuny. W międzyczasie wstąpiliśmy do frakcji Gwardii. To już jest druga frakcja, w której już jesteśmy. Pierwsza to Konstelacja, teraz Gwardia i dostaliśmy zadanko próbne. Przyjąłem je i zaraz będziemy je wykonywać. To jest zadanko, praca dla żołnierza. Musimy nawiązać kontakt z osadami. No dobra, no to udajemy się na statek.
Captain, greetings.
Recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Statek dostałem właśnie od taty, który wygrał w pokera wygrał. Wygrał w pokera, to dostałem właśnie ten statek. Fajny gest. Dziękuję, tato, za stateczek. A od mamy dostałem, już wam mówię, skafander. Babciny skafander dostałem. Od mamy. Fajna, ma statystyki nawet. Fizyczne 92, energetyczne 76, IM 84. Bardzo, bardzo fajne. Jeszcze mają bonusika 5 kg chyba do kieszeni. Tak, jak ściągnę? Tak. 5 kg. Kask też, hełm też dostałem, ale hełm jest... Zaraz sobie wstanę i pokażę wam. Hełm tutaj wrzuciłem. O, ja go wziąłem, dobra, niepotrzebnie. No taki hełm jest. Bufa ma ten układ czujników. Może ma lepsze statystyki, ale ja mam tutaj hełm. Poczekajcie, bo coś zabrałem z tej skrzynki. To jest ekwipunek. Te książki bym musiał sprzedać. O, okej. A mój hełm jest złoty. Jest bojowy, zmniejsza obrażenia zadawane przez wrogich ludzi o 15%. Galwanizowany plus 25 punktów do odporności na substancje żrące i lustrzany. Zapewnia 4% szans na odbicie ataków. Osłona balistyczna. To są jego statystyki. Perki tego hełmu. Bronie. No tu mam klasy takiej, rzadki, niesamowity mam. No przecinek standardowy. Rzadki, strzelbę mam. Niesamowitą. Tego wyrwałem. Karabin. Też bardzo fajna broń. No i majcher. Nożyk, kozik. Dobra, lecimy na tą misję próbną.
Engines firing. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Ponoć szybka, łatwa misja, nie? Szybkie, łatwe zlecenie. No zobaczymy, czy okaże się łatwym zleceniem. Słyszałem, że można wstąpić do każdej frakcji i to na razie to zbytnio nie wpływa na fabułę. No tam mniej więcej później będą się koligować, nie? Pod wybrać z jedną z stron z tych frakcji, nie? Zapewne będzie tak jak w tych grach w Bethesda. Musisz przystać przy jednej ze stron, ze frakcji i tyle. Ale ponoć są fajne misje kozackie właśnie frakcyjne, lepsze niż chyba fabularne. No zobaczymy.
Target initiated.
Powstąpimy do wszystkich frakcji.
Look at this world. It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
To są moja przeszłość, dyplomacja. Cechy mamy empatia, obce DNA i sprawy dzieciństwa, dlatego jak weźmiecie sobie tą cechę sprawy dzieciństwa, to właśnie takie będziecie dostawać przedmioty od swoich rodziców. A ty im w zamian 2% tygodniowego, tak czy dziennego utargu im przesyłasz, nie? Kredytów, tu jest napisane co tydzień 2% swoich kredytów, nie? A oni ci statki wygrywają w karty, nie w pokera.
An abandoned military facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened there.
Mogę wejść na ten statek? Można. Ale on chyba pusty jest. Sprawdzę go. Nie można. No tu jakaś bitka była.
An abandoned meatpacking facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened there.
najpierw tutaj z zewnątrz zeksploruję. Później wejdę do środka, do tego budynku. Ojejku, spadłem. O Boże, Boże. Znowu spadłem w tym samym miejscu. Tylko złapał się krawędzi.
Might as well take what we can.
Już mniej więcej wiem, co mam zbierać, czego nie mam zbierać.
Everything in place.
Tych
At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fury.
klasycznych napojów nie będę zbierał, bo to tam tylko 2% przywraca życia. Ale to mam... Obczaiłem, że jest pakiet urazowy. Jest dobra rzecz. Nie trzeba tych zbierać, tych i zaśmiecać sobie ekwipunku. Zaraz wam pokażę. To jest apteczka oczywiście. To jest pakiet urazowy. Przywraca 8% zdrowia co sekundę przez 4 sekundy. To jest spoko, nie? 8% zdrowia co sekundę przez 4 sekundy. To 20, 16, 32, tak? Procent zdrowia przywraca. To spoko. A tutaj macie na przykład 2 punkty zdrowia i plus 16 do regeneracji, nie? Przez 3 minuty, ale to ja tego nie zbieram, po prostu nie chcę sobie zaśmieciać. Książeczek szukam, bo też sporo książeczek znalazłem. Takie perki jak w Falloutach. Było takie małe bonusy się dostaje. Nie wiem po co to włożę. Miałem to sprzedać. A gdzie są te książki, notatki? No tu mamy. Do 2% trwale zwiększa obrażenia zadawane bronią narzędziową. Zapewnia trwały dostęp do przypisu na potrawę, zapiekankę pasterską. Zwiększa premię do skradania o 1%, zaś obrażenia od ataku zaskoczenia o 5%. No to samo mamy. Ta sama książeczka. Nieznacznie zwiększa wielkość magazynka i szanse na atraktywne uderzenie rozbrojenia Alient Armantens. O 5% obrażenia od upadków. 15% od zmniejsza użyć tlenu podczas przeciążenia. Wyższe obrażenia krytyczne. Broń laserowa 5%. Broń energetyczna statku trwale powoduje o 5% większe uszkodzenia. Rakiety statku 5% uszkodzenia. Takie małe bonusy, ale zawsze na plus. Kaseta VHS. A weźmy to. Taki smaczek z lat 90. O, mamy. Zapewnia trwały dostęp do przepisu na potrawę głębia. Spoko. Amunicję zbierajcie, bo to nic nie waży, a wiadomo, tego to idzie sporo. Najlepsze bronie, nie szukać te legendarnych. Wtedy je można modyfikować. Perki trzeba też wykupić, żeby tam lepiej zmodyfikować daną rzecz. O, dysk. Zbierajmy. Dobra, lecimy dalej. Cisza przed burzą. Wrogów nie ma. Odrzutów. To gdzie jedzie? Mina. O nie. Dobra, pogadajmy. Tutaj nic nie ma na biureczku? Nie ma. Pogadajmy z nim.
So
we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll. Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
I can't believe that a terramorph did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand... Other than a remorseless killing machine.
Among apex predators, they're the pinnacle. Resilient, agile, smart. And their mental prowess only increases with age. Some can even dominate the minds of weaker species, keeping them as pets, livestock, or toys. They're creatures without peer. Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tao said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this. I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone. I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Nie wiem, to jakiś boss? Będzie walka z bossem?
It's the building in the middle of the facility. The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online. Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
No tak. A najpierw po kolei zbadajmy tutaj. Zbadajmy. Tu jakiś mamy hełm. Kameleon, tak? Zapiamy się w otoczenie, gdy się skradamy. Czekaj, zobaczymy jak to wygląda. A faktycznie. Jesteśmy niewidzialni. Ale muszę bez ruchu stać. Albo mieć perka na skradanie. Dokładnie. No nawet. Nie tak. Nie tak. Muszę cofnąć. No i pojedynczy został, nie? Jeden. Tak nie może być. Coś tu jest nie tak. Wróćmy. No i gites.
Easy, man.
866 kredytów. Jest niepospolite, weźmy to, bo to jest do craftingu się przyda. Tej skrzynki nie otworzę, bo bardzo trudne. Czekajcie, jeszcze zejdę na dół. O, jaka figurka. Koniec smaczki. Przedmioty z ziemi, tak po prostu. Drogocenne są w tym kosmosie. Dużo szukania jest. Jakichś tam rzeczy, książek, amunicji, gazetek. Tu widzę, że hala jest sporo. Spora jest hala.
Seeing a meat packing facility from the inside is starting to make me feel like I should switch to becoming a vegetarian.
Zobaczcie, ile tu jest kredytów, po prostu to jest... Nie trzeba tych rzeczy zbierać i sprzedawać. Tylko takie już bardziej wartościowe opylać u vendora, a reszta to znajdzie się, kredyty się znajdzie właśnie na takich w placówkach. Aha, tu jest ten łącznik. Tu na dole byliśmy. Soda. Kurwa, 4 kilo to waży prawie.
Seeing a meat packing facility from the inside is starting to make me feel like I should switch to becoming a vegetarian.
Kolejne kredyty. Dobra, nie będę tu chyba się zagłębiał, szukał i eksplorował, bo tu jest tego sporo i można się jeszcze zgubić. Ale tu mogę wejść, nie? Do tego pomieszczenia. Tam widzę jakąś konsolę. Bezpiecznik aktywuj. Co się stanie? Aha, dobra, błąd jest. Pewnie muszę z tego kurde skorzystać. Tu kolejne pomieszczenie. Tak na szybko. Pospolite, to zostawmy to. Pospolite. Plecak, nurek. Osiągnięcie dostaliśmy ze Steamu. 50 razy komputer zhakowaliśmy. Czy użyliśmy? Zippo? Zapalniczka? Zapewne. Dobra, użyjmy tego komputera. Kilka drapieżników. Maria nie spała, więc oddała ich w kierunku kilka strzałów i odpędziła je. Nie możemy się już doczekać tych wieżyczek. No to tu grubo było. Uszkodzenie, budynek patroszenia, budynek pakowania sanitarne, przebieralnia, kontrola jakości.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello? I wish I'd found this earlier. You notice those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
No co jest? No co jest? Nie mogę tego włączyć, aktywować? Nie mogę tego aktywować. Nie wiem, czy to się nie zbagowało. Aha, dobra, włączyliśmy. Dobra. Stan systemu wymagania strojenie. Czekaj, to było ile? 8... 1831? 1835.
Tracker's reading green. Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you could avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Dlatego ten hełm tutaj był potrzebny pewnie do tej misji. Dobra, sobie zapiszę może. Dobra, będziemy się skradać na razie. Żeby nas nie wykrył.
Maybe we can get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Haha.
Faktycznie wieżyczki tutaj już ogarniają jakiś temat. Dobra, jeszcze jeden, tak? Nie, jeszcze dwa. Nie tak. Kurwa, odpierdol się ode mnie. A zwalił mnie jeszcze tym rykiem. Niby 14 level, ale... Ale mocny jest. Się uwziął na mnie. Gdzie on jest? Spadajmy stąd. Pięknie.
It's a miracle. At least we avenged the deaths of the
Że bonusa dostałem empatię od Sary. Na 2 godziny mamy buffa do trafień krytycznych. A co tu mamy? Skręcenie. Aha, muszę się wyleczyć. Jakieś obrażenia dostałem, jak spadłem, zapewne. O, to był ten znaczek. Dokładnie. $18,000 ta próbka jest warta.
Oh, please don't tell me you're going to eat that.
Dobra, wrócimy do tej koblitki.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or... Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph! Oh, yeah. Taken care of. No big deal. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this terramorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing. So, did you manage to nab one?
Dobra, trzymaj.
I spotted a
Próbkę.
microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this. Let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics? Nothing. Maybe a flag scanner? Spectrograph. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense.
Co nie ten klimat
Humanity's spread plenty of creatures
na
in
tej
their
planecie,
travels
tak?
across
Nie
the
służy mu,
stars.
a jednak
Pets,
znalazł się
livestock,
tutaj.
pests. But terramorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Talseti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
Sporo opcji dialogowych. Racjonalne wytłumaczenie wygląda na to, że musimy coś zrobić i to szybko. Dlatego idący wniosek na podstawie próbki jednej. Do upadku jeszcze jakiejś kolonii. Jakim cudem nikt nie wie, jak są zasiedlone, jak dostają się na zasiedlone planety, czy nie są one to trudne do przeoczenia. Dokładnie jakieś mutanty zmodyfikowane właśnie w jakichś bazach.
You all right in there? You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sinan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name. I was, long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them. Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with. I wish I had more information on Percival. Percival and I worked together for years. He was an alien researcher like me. A scintillating mind, but not what you'd call a people person. What he's doing working for an organization with other human beings, like the Authority, is anyone's guess. But if there's anyone who will be able to tell us definitively if that sample is trouble or not, it's him. Was my job to know all the nasty critters of the universe for a while. Terramorphs included. Don't do it professionally anymore, though. Courier handed me a slate. Guess someone had picked up a strange signal on a flyby. Thought I might want to check it out. Presumably the same person reported the disturbance to the Vanguard. Never did end up getting their name, though.
No dobra. Dobra, wróćmy do komandora Taoli. Przekazać informację, co tu się wydarzyło. Tylko poczekajcie. O, tu był typ, nawet go nie zauważyłem. Tał. Tu pewnie kurde ten produkowali, czy tam nie wiem, doświadczali, mutowali właśnie tego stwora tutaj pewnie w tej bazie. Mutacji przeprowadzali na nim na 100%. I on się wyrwał spod kontroli i tu wszystkich wybił. To jest moja teoria taka.
Strats returned. Hell of a view from here.
I to jest tyle latania w kosmosie po prostu.
Nice jump.
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
Co przejścia to same ekrany ładowania.
We're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
No, tutaj ci skanują, czy kontrabandy nie masz. Musiał ten kupić sprzęt taki, że co zagłuszacz, który emituje, że nie posiadasz kontrabandy, ale też trzeba wstąpić do frakcji karmazynowa flota, chyba tak to jest. Oni mają właśnie takie sprzęty, mają. Można zakupić i zamontować na statku, nie? Że przy próbie skanowania nie wykryją, czy masz kontrabandę. Ponoć to opłacalne jest sprzedawać właśnie lewe przedmioty.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready. A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
Poczekajcie, jeszcze odejdę i sprawdzę ten nieśmiertelnik, co ona mi przekazała, tak? To jest tutaj. Genowy, nieśmiertelnik genowy. Shannon. Hadrian. A, to tylko taki ten. A i ta próbka tu jest. Dobra. Skończmy
Ready to finish your
konwersację
mission
z nim.
debrief? Sounds like we... Yeah, you mentioned. Want to tell me how you walked away with the terramorph tissue sample assisting with comms repairs? What happened to the settlers? A gene tag? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. I'm sure she doesn't list it at the top of her resume. But considering her service record and her area of expertise, I'm not seeing a reason to think this request is anything other than genuine. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Dobra, dwie misje chyba otrzymaliśmy, tak? Wszystkie. Głęboka konspiracja, garmazonowa flota i plus na pomoc diabłom. No może najpierw ten wątek pociągniemy, skończmy. O tej próbce, tak? Się dowiemy więcej może. Na Mars musimy się udać. A jeszcze zobaczymy ten skafander, który otrzymaliśmy od gwardii. To jest taki, tak? No, nieznaczne. Współczynniki fizyczne są słabsze od moich. No tu mamy, że dużej mocy ten plecak jest odrzutowy. Dużej mocy. Dużej mocy. To znaczy, ile tej dużej mocy jest? Nie podoba mi się ten hełm. Dobra, lecimy na Mars. Jeszcze tutaj wstąpię. Nie tutaj, dobra, nie tutaj. Myślałem, że tutaj mogę gratis sprzedać. Nie, to nie tutaj. W sumie to sprzedamy w tym, w Cydonii sprzedamy, tak? Bo tam musimy się udać.
All right, let's get this crate into space.
Orbital insertion completed.
Welcome to UC Space.
Cydonia, Cydonia. To już tak wygląda ta eksploracja tego kosmosu.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Etapy ładowania loading na każdym kroku. Silnik przestarzały po prostu, no. Tylko z cyferką numer 2. Gra słabo zoptymalizowana. Ja gram na RTX 3080 Ti i mam skoki FPS-ów od 40 nawet do 29 do nad 90, 85, 90, takie skoki są.
Found a clutch of heat leeches, breeding in the utility section here. Not gonna be able to get that in.
Sobie sprzedam mu te książki tutaj barmanowi.
Another long day.
I know you posted that drum. What's your poison?
A, nic nie mogę sprzedać mi tych książek, nie przyjmuję tych książek. Dobra, lecimy dalej. Można misję wziąć, ale na obecną chwilę chyba nie ma tych misji, bo chyba mam u konstelacji wziąłem, w loży wziąłem misję właśnie danej frakcji, może dlatego. Ale tu możemy mu sprzedać.
We got lots of stuff. Just that. Cool. That's what we do here.
Smaczki, nie? Po prostu. Kaseta VHS. Szło się do wypożyczalni kaset w latach 90. i wypożyczało się na dobę. Filmy się oglądało w domu. Się przegrywało, bo się miało magnetowid i odtwarzać się miało, to się przegrywało. Zipo. Pozłacana z grabarem. Fajna. Ja tego nie będę sprzedawał.
Come back anytime.
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh. Not here for a delivery, are you?
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now. A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch. I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere. plenty of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best. That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services. He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
Oh, I loathe the Trade Authority. Is it absolutely necessary that we have to help them?
Why? Feeling charitable? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
I couldn't have put that better myself.
Pity.
Perhaps a little advance on my part might pique your interest. Visit the Sixth Circle, a bar on the lowest level of the city. If someone in Sidonia knows where Percival is, you'll find them there.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect.
Dobra, typka musimy znaleźć.
100 hours until 0500 hours the next morning.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. Something like that. It's difficult to explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy. A small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation. Had we notched some significant achievements, I'd agree with you. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending. And money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Oh, like hell I can't. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed. Because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. If I had fought harder, I'm convinced our division may have had a chance to prove its value. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. No, damn it. For once, I'm going to say what's on my mind instead of
Aj, nie
pretending
tak.
that everything's okay.
Empatia
Call it
niskie.
whatever you
Morale.
want, my drive, my initiative, my optimism.
Mogłem pierwszą odpowiedź
My
zaznaczyć,
greatest
ale
strength
już
and my worst nightmare.
zostawmy, tak nie będę
It
wczytywał.
elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is
Zapisy to
explore,
nie chodzi o to.
not sit and make sure the accounts are balanced.
No to z konstelacją jest tak bardzo związana, że to będzie chyba...
Exactly.
No
If it's
właśnie.
obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are.
Niskie,
trying to help me,
wysokie,
and I'm yelling at
mniemanie.
you.
To się podoba, to się jej nie podoba.
You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Mars
Yes?
isn't for everybody.
Bye.
Dwie godziny wysokie mniemanie o sobie. Zwiększona szansa na trafienie krytyczne i sukcesów w wyzwaniach perfazji. Dobra, jeszcze tutaj z tym handlarzem zagadam, kupię ten ammo, kupię.
I can also take stuff off your hands too, if that's something you're interested in.
41 000 mam. Dobra, weźmy tą. Tam mi też się przyda. 7. I do strzelby. Do strzelby. A, wspomagacze.
Yo, stay good out there.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Please, find me if anything happens to
Czekaj, gdzie tu była? Tutaj.
Well, I hope another day, another limb or digit to reattach due to an easily preventable work accident. I've got whatever you need to help fix you up.
No pokaż, czy masz ten. Chodzi mi o apteczki. I ten drugi środek. Weźmy 8 apteczek. I pakiet urazowy 4 sztuki.
Stay healthy.
No rush, but, well, take a look. Be safe out there.
Musimy znaleźć, nie? Tego naukowca, ta co? Kurwa, sprintuje tutaj.
Broken Spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for devil's vets and their kin.
Doc Walker? You're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
You're gonna get me in trouble. Not supposed to talk to you.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Kurde, co to by zaznaczył, nie? Jestem w tej sprawie z gwardii, czy termofory mogą zawrócić galaktyce? To wykluczam, nie?
Is that so? Well, Captain, then you should have no problem answering a few simple questions about the Vanguard, right? Like knowing, for example, what Supra et Ultra means. You remember? Your Vanguard motto?
It's all right. I can vouch for this one. He's Vanguard, true as they come.
And you're someone I should trust, huh? Why?
I'm UC military, retired. Can give you my gene tag code too if you'd like.
Not necessary. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His debt to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore. Can bet that person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. I'm always inclined to help a friend. Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough, reliable. It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC xeno-weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the Devils. And didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended, the armistice came down. Everything associated with xeno-weapons got shelved. Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory. Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it. Before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. And understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement. That's good to hear. Now, you want my opinion?
No,
Most
do
straightforward way to
puenty.
take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away.
Ciekawe ile to kredytów.
Rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs.
Making that adjustment would be illegal. I don't think this is a road we should travel.
And one soldier to another. Sidonia's full of old utility tunnels and crawl spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say, with an entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these. Now, what say you get out there and help Dr. Walker?
Hey, you. Maybe Vanguard. Come here.
Yeah?
Dobra, no to lecimy, nie? Spróbujemy.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker? Oh, no, I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right? Oh, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. If you give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle. Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big. It's mostly iron and about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it. No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the Trade Authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some.
Jakoś mu nie ufam.
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop.
Oh dear. I believe I see where this is leading.
But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore. A bunch of parasites and cutthroats. They're folks from the fringes of space, willing to put down anyone who tries to move in on what they've decided is theirs, even when it ain't. Strange this group would pick Mars as a new home. Sure, we're not downtown New Atlantis, but there are places where they'd be bothered less than here. My guess is the authority tipped them off when they heard we were working down there, and cut off what they thought was the competition, you know? Biggest employer on Mars has always been Demo Star Yards. After the Colony War, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
Jakoś mu nie ufam. Zbytnio.
Yeah. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
No nie wiem. Trzy te mamy, nie? Opcje. Trzy opcje mamy. Żeby wykonać te zadanie. Ciekawe, które by było fajne. Jedne z fajniejszych. Mamy trzy możliwości. Oczyszczenia z długów. Mogą spłacić się osobiście, włamać się do urzędu skandalowego i zmniejszyć ich wartość albo oczyścić kopalnie głębinowe z odrzutów. Trzy opcje mamy. Te włamanie też było fajne i oczyszczenie, nie? Zarzutów. Tutaj. Ech. Aha, tutaj są te drzwi faktycznie. No już samo się rozwiązało, tu już nie wyjdziemy. Chyba, że mamy... Nie mamy. Nie mamy, nie. Punktu rangi. Dobra, to odpada, nie? Tam jest konsola. Byśmy mogli z niej skorzystać, ale nie otworzymy tych drzwi. Bardzo trudny zamek. No to sobie postrzelamy trochę. Na 3 sposoby, nie? Można te zadanko wykonać. Fajnie to jest. Bo nie prowadzi cię za rączkę gra. Jeszcze dwa zasoby muszę zebrać. Będę miał komplet. Te poświetla nam ten skaner na niebiesko wtedy. Wiadomo, których nam potrzeba. Bo teraz na przykład ten ołów jest poświetlony na zielono, nie? To znaczy, że już zebraliśmy jeden zasób i to nam wystarczy. Chujowa pogoda, że jest noc. Czekaj, bo teraz się chyba... Tutaj mamy? Aha, dobra, to jest w Cydonii. Aha, tam jest Cydonia. Dobra, tam nie wyjdziemy, bo nie mamy tego. Jeszcze ten mamy zakres hakowania. O, jaki karabin. Laserowe? Nie, fizyczne. Kosmiczny hełm szturmowca. Fajny, fajny. Taki motocyklowy bardziej. Kredyty. Ojejku, dobra, wróćmy. Wróćmy. Z powrotem wróćmy jeszcze. Wróćmy jeszcze na górę. to duża ta jest grawitacja tutaj jest duża. Tu nie wejdę, co chyba. Czy ten... Za trudny zamek, tak, żeby otworzyć. No może jest inne wejście. Ciekawe, to jest apteczka, apteczka? Dokładnie. Szkoda. Dużo mi nie brakuje, nie? Do kolejnego. A nie, muszę ten. Mam 9 z 15 otworzonych zamków, żeby zdobyć rangę 3. A to jeszcze. Dobra, lecimy dalej, to nie ma tutaj czego szukać. Gdzie on uciekł? Na dół. Czekaj, Sara.
Something you need? I'd be happy to carry. Until later.
To lubię. Się wpieprzają pod lufę. Coś na promieniowanie mamy? Nie, nie mamy na promieniowanie nic. Spoko, ta broń jest. To amunicja. Amunicja szybko się marnuje.
Your search has made you
Siłownia. Kurwa, lepiej niż na tym. Niż na ziemi mieli pewnie. Tu byłem. Weźmy na dół. Widzę, że tu każdy ten ma swój osobny save. Kurde, patrzcie, no łatwy save i nie mogę go otworzyć.
Done that before.
Same kredyty. Dupa. Kurde. Zaraz chyba nie otworzymy. Skończą się te... Dupa. Trudny jest. Dobra. Nie mogę. Nie mam już cyfrychów. Nie mam. Dobra, nieważne. Trochę zmarnowaliśmy tutaj. Szkoda, że nie można crafcić. Tylko trzeba kupić albo znaleźć. Tak bym tego nie otworzył, bo nie mam umiejętności. Jeszcze odblokowane. O kurde, kto to?
Don't leave any of that behind.
Nie mogę go zeskanować. A gdzie ona jest? Babka moja. Gdzie jest ta Sara? O kurde. Kurde. Spadaj, spadaj stąd. Czysta Sara, po prostu. Gdzie ona jest? Kurwa, zginę zaraz.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
finish off the research, you're gonna need to collect a sample of hematite to run through the thresher. Grab a laser cutter and head back to the chamber where you came in. Once you've got a sample, thresher's the big machine in the next room. Passcode to start it is Ares 2330. Take care of all that, and we'll have Percival's name cleared in no time.
What can I help you with? Let's see what you've got. Talk to you later.
Kurwa, no co jest?
I'm listening. Have something for me? Okay.
Kurwa, zaraz mnie zabije po prostu, no oddaj mi hełm. Kurde pieprzone.
You've got something for me? Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
Przez przypadek jej oddałem.
So long.
back to the surface. There should be a key stashed in the thresher room, if the spacers didn't make off with it. I'll be waiting at the circle.
Ciekawe, czy mogę tam otworzyć. Czy będę mógł otworzyć tam, gdzie byłem. Na końcu tam były drzwi. Sprawdzimy to. Bo klucz mamy. Nie dysponujemy takim kluczem. Dobra. Wrócę. A z tej windy muszę skorzystać, nie? Lecimy na powierzchnię. Chyba nie z tej windy. Słaba widoczność, nie? Pogoda na Marsie nie rozpieszcza. Można powiedzieć, że zero widoczność. Ciekawe jak ten quest się zakończy. Czy faktycznie oczyścimy go z długów? Czy ten typ nas kulki zrobi? I będzie tyle z questa. Odwaliliśmy za niego kawał roboty. Odrzutów wyeliminowaliśmy. Ciekawe, czy nam się odziwięczy za to.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them.
Status rokowania słaby. Kaszel mamy, tak? Dobra, zaraz usuniemy ten kaszel.
I hate filing
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything. We've got the slate. Let me see. Reduced joint wear? Oh, increased lifting capacity. A dose of this stuff could make a miner way more efficient. This formula's gotta be worth at least as much as whatever Percival owes. Okay, so here's what you do. Tell Octai and the Trade Authority you found a business proposal that will make miners more efficient, higher yield, synergy, you know, all that business crap. And that you'll trade it to him for clearing Percival's debt. You good at doing pitches and stuff like that?
O kurde, nie wiem, czy to będzie dobry pomysł.
Oh, and here, a copy of the formula for yourself, in case you ever want to try maximizing your own industrial output. Oh, use that if you can. Good luck.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, that deviation.
Can I help? Glad to haul whatever you need. If you have any gear... Goodbye.
Yeah.
Just
just passing through? Or here to stay?
You're gonna find my ship, right? Okay, let me just pull up. Yeah, bye.
How's it going?
UC Mass has recovered a significant amount. What was stolen, why, and how it was stolen are all unknown at this time. In a press statement.
Take your time. How's it going? Can I help you? Yeah, let's get you hooked up. Yo, stay good out there.
save'a, nie? Weźmy. Może by coś pójdzie nie tak, to możemy wczytać ewentualnie, nie?
Was there something else? I'm never one to turn away an opportunity, but I'd be curious what you think you've uncovered in the Martian market that others have missed.
Aqueous hematite, iron and wastewater. Well, I'm not surprised no one has proposed something like this before.
And exactly what does this new drug of yours do? An interesting proposal, if your data pans out. But where's this hematite coming from? The active mines would be too expensive to retool. The deep mines could be an option, but they're full of spacers, or so I've heard. Oh, really? Well now, that is intriguing. A completely untapped resource pool, and the sort of utility every mining firm in Sidonia would be clamoring to get their hands on. We could contract out all the actual lab work, bring on one of the hungrier mining concerns for materials, the licensing fees alone. And think what it would do for our image with the general populace. This mine, reopened, thanks to the Martian Trade Authority. Very interesting indeed. And what do you want for the rights to this drug?
Dr. Walker's dead? That's it? Consider it wiped.
Well, it seems we have a deal then. And here, a finder's fee from the Authority. A perfectly reasonable amount for a discovery with this sort of potential. Wouldn't want you feeling shortchanged down the road. We'll just be taking that slate before you have any second thoughts. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Musiałem tak zrobić. Musiałem oczyścić jego dług. Trzeba móc znaleźć tą osobę i kontynuować. Niech on sprawdzi po prostu, zbada tą próbkę.
Percival's going to be... I'm just gonna wait until that drug's in production. Might be time I start working on some projects of my own.
Ciekawe, czy on się nie mylił, czy ten lek faktycznie będzie działał i górnicy będą bardziej wydajniejsi. Zobaczymy.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there, but it sounds like you might have already tossed those dregs. Yeah, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down. Appreciate the help. Raise hell out there, Captain.
No, długi quest. Ale ciekawy. Te questy frakcyjne jak na razie. Do każdej frakcji wstąpimy. Porobimy questy. Cydonia, Cydonia. Burza piaskowa jest. A to już byłem. Mogłem szybką podróż zrobić. Szybciej by było. Nie mam wytrychów. Nie zakupiłem. No, długo trzeba łupać tego wodnych hematyk. Wezmę sobie trochę, może przyda się ten surowiec. Chyba tu nie wejdziemy, co? Nie, chyba tędy nie wejdę.
Can't say I don't appreciate it. I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing the various old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Adrian sent you. Did she look okay? Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample.
What? You can reattach a finger, Percy.
So what exactly did she have you bring me?
Pokodowane w 100% na diecie.
Terramorph attack, huh? Not exactly sure why you'd be bringing that... Wait, Tau Gourmet? Like Tau Ceti Tau Gourmet? That's a joke, right? There's no settlement old enough on Tau Ceti to have a Terramorph. Either someone's setting up the worst petting zoo in the universe, or if she made you come all the way for this. Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
To siedziba czerwonych diabłów. W sumie to mogę ściągnąć, nie? Ten skafander.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the dead. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this off the slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
Jak ten podruba?
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was a city wiped completely off the map by Terramorphs. The swarms are so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tau Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any Terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-Terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now? Because until now, the Terramorphs that wiped out Londinian had the good sense to stay put. What happened there? It was a tragedy, but at least it was contained. So to find evidence for a similar attack on a different world, well, we don't have enough information to know precisely what this means. But I doubt it's good. So I'd love to know what it is you're planning from here. The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Gdzie tu mam się spotkać? Pokaż mi ten na mapie, gdzie to jest. A, to jest w Sydonii. O, gazetka. Warto eksplorować. Dlatego chcę to przeeksplorować te pomieszczenie. Wtedy udamy się teleportem na spotkanie. To jest grubsza. O, kredyty mamy tu, widzę. Na ziemi leży. Jak sam człowiek siedząc tutaj tyle komputerów ogarniał naraz. Dziwna sprawa, nie? No nie ma tu nic ciekawego. Dobra, stąd przeszedłem.
Entertaining the notion of xeno angers me to the core.
No dobra. W się Marsa też lepiej się ubrać. Ciekawe, czego aresztują.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
We should get back to the Sixth Circle ASAP. The ultimate sin. I cut him out of a deal. Medicine can get tight on Mars. Mining's plenty dangerous. So I cooked up some meds on the side for an old friend who was running low. Well, that friend told her friends, and before I knew it, I'd become Mars' go-to black market pharmacist. Trade Authority eventually found out and wanted a piece of everything I'd sold, and then some. It was at that point I decided to take my leave of absence. That's right. UC shuttered it after the war. But I, just happened to remember the access codes. Figured no one else was using it. Plus, I knew the security was good enough that the Trade Authority couldn't just come waltzing in the door even if they figured out where I was. So, I set up shop. Lou hooked me up with some supplies when I first came down. Damn good thing he did, too. Since once those spacers moved in, I was on my own until you showed. Someone spilled the beans, huh? Yeah, Hadrian and I. We're both former Xeno warfare. But it's been almost 20 years since the UC cut us loose. Since then, well, I've just been trying to make ends meet. Picking up jobs as a lab tech, a physician, a vet. Not a lot of folks excited to hire someone with a past like mine. Which is why, when the Trade Authority offered to bring me on as a consultant, I leapt at the chance. Guess I should have spent a little more time on that fine print.
Yeah, what is it?
Sara, to o co chodzi?
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least they'll come find me if anything happens to you.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back.
folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that.
Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on 2 conditions. 1, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And 2, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, when the Colony War came to a close 19 years ago, with the signing of the Armistice, 3 factions were involved in the negotiations. The UC, Freestar, and House Varun. They made a lot of decisions about what sort of tactics should and shouldn't be permitted in future conflicts. All information related to the things they decided should be banned was locked away in the archives. Now, it's possible to get things out of there, but only with the agreement of members from all 3 factions. And as to what our research is doing in there, well, I'll get to that. Of course, you deserve the full story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the Armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. That's all I'm asking. Thank you. Now I need to get this work up in the Cabinet's hands. Once that's done, I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
All citizens are welcome and encouraged to make use of the Sidonian Community Center for activities of all sorts. Seek a
Thank you again for taking care of this workup. I'll see it gets in the right hands. I wish I knew. Despite the difference in scale of the two attacks, the samples having the same markers, it's too big of a red flag to ignore. But whether it's something internal to these morphs that's different, or something common in the environment, or something else completely, we can't know yet. We just need more information. That's why we need to speak to the cabinet. When people find out who I am, it usually makes things complicated. And the situation we were in back on Tau Ceti, in that moment, we sure as hell didn't need any added complications. Exactly. To access the archives, we need to get the UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun to all agree to help. And just getting the UC alone on board is going to be hard enough. I don't expect the cabinet's going to be thrilled about the prospect of rocking that diplomatic vessel.
No tak. Jeszcze z nim pogadam.
Friend to one devil, friend to them all. It's from the Inferno, Dante. Sixth circle of hell was where all the fallen ink. Upon the gates I spied more than 1,000. That's all right. None of these drunks got it either. But second home to the devils seemed about it. Take a look.
Was that Percival walking through there with you? Oh, glad to see he's still kicking.
No dobra. Nie będę spadał. Już jest późno. Dzięki, że byliście. Trzymajcie się. Na razie.